Welcome aboard Tuesday's Market Sit Rep here at TOPGUN Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. Another day that ends in Y, another day full of volatility, another day full of profitable sniper shots. Take a look at the S&P 500. We had a gap up at the open, and then we just absolutely faded. In the live trade brief, look at this. I fired an S&P 500, what I call a sniper trade. Quick shot in and out. So, fired this trade, and within an hour or so, we closed it. I closed it for a 65% or nearly $1,700 profit in about an hour. Folks, add that to what I did yesterday. Look at this. A new bull put spread. You see this down here? This was yesterday. New bull put spread. Out in an hour for a 75%, $2,400 gain. And folks, if you were a current member and you took the bear call spread for today, people look at Patrick here. Nice $3,300 profit here, folks. Because let's go take a look. Men lie, trades don't. Let's go take a look at my order right here. I got filled at 220. I got filled at a higher credit than I was trying to get. In a volatile market, this will happen sometime. So I got filled at 220, exited at 110. Right now, this spread in about an hour and 6 minutes is going to expire absolutely worthless. So for the members who stayed in this trade, you made $3,300 if you did 15 contracts, ladies and gentlemen. Again, men lie, trades don't. Let's go over to the hunters. I think somebody shot, Frank over here. Wiz, he added $5 more than I did. Got a $1.80 credit and closed it for 60 cents. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I'm going to remind you, if you're getting your ass kicked in this market, that's your fault. We are making money. Men lie, trades don't. Showing you the trades right now, showing you other TGO members' trades in our Max Afterburner group, which is our lifetime membership, and our hunters. Speaking of the hunters, next week, I'm going to open up the doors to our trading squadron. I did this a couple weeks ago for the first quarter, full throttle, but I'm going to do it again for the second quarter. Why? Because people are getting destroyed. Okay, it's really easy to be a genius when the market's going straight up on bullshit, right? Fed and rampant government spending. But when I thought the adults were Joe Biden was back in charge. No, actually you got real adults in the office now who know we're going bankrupt and we need to fix this ship before it absolutely sinks. So, and I don't care your political views. I got people who are like, Wiz, I can't stand your political views, but you print money, so I tolerate it. Well, why? Thank you. Let me remind you, folks, if I didn't trade my political views, or I traded the exact opposite, I'd be broke. Okay, so there's something going right here. Anyway, head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. This ain't hard. Put in a little bit of elbow grease to learn a little bit, and you can start printing money in these volatile markets, okay? Because it's going to get uglier. The president said, hey, you know what? China made a big mistake. They retaliated. I threatened if you retaliated, I'm going to punch you in the face. So the market, that's why the market's kind of, we opened high and started selling off throughout the day. This is ugly. Stocks erase early gains as White House pulls trigger on 104% tariffs against China that go into effect at midnight. So we could see another leg down, maybe to retest those lows, maybe back down to about 5,000 on the S&P 500. Guess what? I'm going to be sitting here ready to take some snipers and some shots of opportunity. What did we also do today in our live trade brief? We got long-term bullish on Raytheon. I'm already long-term bullish on Raytheon. This was for new members who were in the last full throttle. Why? $1 trillion. I feel like Dr. Evil. $1 trillion. I can't even believe this number is coming out of my mouth. A $1 trillion Pentagon budget. I want that to sink in. You have absolutely got to get bullish on the defense contractors. We're bullish on Raytheon years out into the future. Sadly, right, as a healed medicine worker, man, and a healer trying to heal this world, this sucks. I can't stand it. And I'm bipolar because I'm also Gordon Gekko. My job as your flight instructor, as your options instructor, is to teach you to find opportunities and profit. So you can do like I did in the COVID crash, make $2.5 million in 2.5 weeks, and then start a nonprofit to help veterans heal. So folks, if you want a friend, get a dog. You have absolutely got to be long-term bullish on the defense contractors because Trump is going to rebuild the DOD. We're out of weapons, folks. Rippled off a bunch in Ukraine. We've been rippling them off in Yemen against the Houthis. And by the way, we have a date around May 7th. On March 7th, Trump sent a letter to the mullahs that said, you got 2 months. If you don't get rid of your nukes, we'll get rid of them for you. His representatives are meeting, not indirectly, directly this weekend with the Iranians. So we're going to know. God forbid Iran says, F you, we're keeping our nukes. What are you going to do about it? They are going to do something about it. Both Netanyahu and the president, love or hate either of them, I don't care. They said, we will never let Iran get nukes. I'm going to believe them. So I am ready to go. The market's going to get destroyed. We're going to see another big leg down in the S&P 500. We'll see a massive spike in volatility if we attack Iran. But guess what? Most likely the defense contractors won't join in that because they're going to be printing money. Sad to say, but you can make money off of bad stuff. And that's what I'm here to do. All this tariff and trade stuff, folks. Again, I'm showing you all these trades of how you could potentially be making money. If this looks like panic, that looks like profit to a guy like me. You can turn panic into profit if you know what you're doing. Remember, for every panicked seller, there is a happy buyer. And that happy buyer is this guy and the smart members here at Top Gun Options. So we got a lot of volatility coming. We got a lot of tariffs going back and forth and broadsides. Remember, and we kind of gapped open today because the Treasury Secretary Bessent said, we're going to get some good deals. There are countries coming to us right now begging for good deals. That is awesome. So these type of tariff and trade wars with all the other folks, the dust will settle. The market will rally. The problem is China. Remember what happened last time Trump was president? We had a trade war with China. It was just us two going at it, and things got ugly. Now it's the whole world. But it sounds like, at least according to the Treasury Secretary, at the end of yesterday, I saw him in an interview that said, I've lost track. About 70 countries have reached out to us saying, let's make a deal. The president said the same thing, like just had a great call with the South Korean guy. Love him. We're going to get a great deal done. So the dust is starting to settle, and we should get a massive snapback rally. But if it gets super ugly with China, folks, we could see another leg down. And obviously, if it gets super ugly with Iran in a month and a half, and we start seeing weapons flying and trying to blow up, underground bunkers where the Iranians have potential nukes, all bets are off, folks. We could see some horrific downside. That's horrific to you, not to me. If stuff like that's going to happen, we're going to do tactics called bearish double verticals that will print money as the market implodes. Again, folks, you are the tick. You are the trader in command of your portfolio, not me. You are ultimately responsible. Do not blame Donald Trump. Do not blame Xi. Don't blame yourself. If your portfolio is right now, it's your fault. You can profit as the market goes down. Options ain't hard, folks. It's absolutely easy. I have an Options Weapon School program. It's called OWS, Options Weapon School, where you can absolutely learn how to trade options. If you're smart, go take this right now. It's $297, folks. Options Weapon School. You get access to our 7 training sessions. I'd go grab this right now before we even open up the doors next week, okay? So go to our homepage, topgunoptions.com. Underneath trade groups, just go down to Options Basic Training. Spend the $297, folks. I don't drink anymore, but that would have been a nice bottle of wine or a cheap dinner with a nice bottle of wine. Invest in this, folks. Go watch these 7 training sessions and get up to speed. And then join me next week for a free week of live trading and training where I'm going to practically apply everything you can learn in Options Weapon School. Take the rest of the week, take the weekend to watch these, get up to speed, and then join us next week in Full Throttle for free, okay? Go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Turn panic into profit and stop making excuses. Stop blaming everybody else for your portfolio doing shitty and take responsibility. Be the trader in command. Have a great rest of your day. Fights on. Namaste and basi basi. Wiz out.